Cayuga. Well, I looked at the video on Facebook. The Canada geese are right at the bottom of the pen. It's not a fox. It almost, guys, the tail was a little too high off the ground for even a weasel. It almost a little bit like a cat, but it could have been a weasel. It could have been a weasel that had its tail lifted just a little bit. Usually weasels, the tail's a lot closer to the ground. I don't know. I do not know. But you know, why not? Why shouldn't we have more critters coming in for a duck snack? What I don't get is the sheer number that we have coming in here, and no ducks are getting snaffled up yet. They're just coming in to go around the pen. That's the part that makes little to no sense whatsoever. I don't get it. Ducks are, come on, wake up, ducks. But I'm going to, I got to put the camera in the garbage pail because of this thunder shower threat. And I'm going to relax on the lounger with the shotgun and just keep an eye out. And see if they'll even come out right now. They're back asleep. If you're watching the stream, you'll see there's like nothing's happening. No ducks. Well, there's no such thing as a true break curing. That's the thing. I still gotta go fill the feeder. And like I said, if it starts raining, I'm gonna be playing like a 5-year-old with the garden hose. But the ducks are back asleep here, so I gotta, oh man. Tell you, you know when you do 21 hours in one day? The next day, do you ever feel it? And you know, really, honestly, I could so easily, you know, just, you know, leave the ducks in the pen. But I don't want them in the pen, because the more they're in the pen, the more mess I have to deal with. If I can get them out of the pen, less mess. Plus, like I said, if it rains, I gotta seize this opportunity in the rain. I'm just moving my my phone to the other side because carrying the gun and the phone catches. I have to go left-handed here while I got the gun. But oh, come on, ducks, wake up. Canada geese are at the other end of the pen. I think Doug's already taken the lead on laying in the garage. What a dog. Oh man. This is ridiculous. Do you believe this? But the fact that the Canada geese are right in the yard right now, there's nothing here. Because the Canada geese, they're totally plugged in. They know when stuff's close by. Well, they must know because those parents have somehow got 11 goslings through the gauntlet of predators. I'm thinking I gotta go inside the pen. Rally the troops, if you know what I mean. I can feel the damp air coming, so I'm thinking it's gonna be garbage pail soon. It's cooling right off, damp air type feeling. Okay, no one even has a clue that the gates are open. I gotta get them out. Oh man, I hate shopping, guys. I hate it. Even if it's for supplies, to do stuff. Shopping just sucks. We're loaded. Loaded, safety on. I just would rather be shooting than carrying. I just want to get like a little bit of relax going here. You know, we've had a bad spring of rain, which really adds to the excitement level of trying to stream with expensive electronics outside, and now we got predators. I'm gonna go around to the other side. Oh, there's the dog. You just woke up, eh? What a dog. Let me just feel his fur. Oh yeah, cool fur. You were laying on the cement floor. You watch, Doug. We're gonna go wake the ducks up. Yeah, I looked at that video, guys, and it's like, I don't know. It was a darker tail, so that was leaning towards like Fisher. Had the brown body with a blackish tail, and that. But the fact that the Canada geese in the video really weren't too concerned, like they were walking towards the water, but they weren't panicking like it was a fox or a coyote type situation, you know. And then I couldn't see where it went to. It disappeared at the rock pile, and I watched the video and I did not see, you know, the Canada geese. They just realized I walked around the corner. Yep, you could be right. It could be a fisher. We do have fishers here, absolutely, for sure. Absolutely. But usually the fishers stay away when you have dogs. They usually do not come near. All these urban legends you hear about fishers killing dogs, and now they're leaving. The other stream's catching it. When you hear these, the stories about fishers killing the dogs, and they're a big weasel. They can hurt dogs. They definitely kill cats, but they're not as bad as people say. They're bad, but not as bad. When you hear the stories about them killing deer and all that kind of stuff, it's like they're the top of the line weasel. Top of the line weasel. Actually, okay, so this was here. Let me just see here if there's little footprints in the trench. See if he stepped in a trench going across. No footprints in that trench. No little footprints in this trench, and this trench is dry. But like, he disappeared right around here. And I can't see him living in the rock pile because it's not big enough rock pile. He disappeared somewhere around here. He came over here, but it definitely was a dark tail, brown body. And that, hang on. Yep. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. Okay, where's the camera? Come on, right there. See it? 3 toes. You see it, guys? Oh my god, yeah, I got it on that spot here. There it is. That is definitely a footprint. And it went into here. But I can't see it living in here. Because like I said, this rock pile ain't big enough. Like, it's not even remotely big enough. Not even close. But it's definitely a footprint. And it wasn't a kitty cat. It's absolutely It's strange though, it's only one single footprint. I don't know what kind of stride he's got going here, because I see 3 toes and sort of like a thumb. There is a thumb imprint. Yeah, I can see it better without the glasses actually. 3 toes with a thumb. I've got a hunch that's a fisher or a weasel, something like that. They're a little easier to shoot in the open, eh? Because they're not near as fast, but they usually never come out in the open. But well, let's just do a little bit of an experiment here, guys. Let's see if he's in the rock pile. So when I can find a good spot I can. Oh yeah, I see a good spot I can shoot into. All right, we're going to do a little bit of a shot into the rock pile with the 12 gauge. If he's in the rock pile, it's about to get really loud for him. Whoa, that was loud. That's how you flush them out. If he's in there, he's got a hearing problem right now. If you know what I mean. I got last year's garbage here. I forgot. I ran, I'm now hiding in bed. It was a good thump, a really good thump. Well, it's a 3-inch Magnum into a hole that's completely lined with rocks and mud. So just imagine the thump. If he was in there, yeah, he could climb the barn. Wouldn't do him any good though, unless he got on the roof. If he knew enough to get on the roof, that's the only way he could get into the pen. And that would be get on the roof, slide off the roof into the pen. But chances are he's going to go up the wall, and if he goes up the wall, he's got to cut across. And I'll show you guys, just so you guys know. When I say my pen is made so that animals can't get in, I'll show you how far I went to make sure they can't get in. Okay, so there's electric fence, as you know. Okay, there's all this electric fence. Now, if you see here, here's the grounding wire. This is ground, which is connected to the fence, and this is the live line. And it goes up, and you see it goes up. So even if he did climb this, you know, he climbed the wall, he has to go across. And as soon as he's got his feet on here hanging onto this to go across, he touches that, he gets a 9900 volt shock, and it goes right to the roof. See? Where are we here? Here, right up there, right to the roof. So that's right there. I gotta dig my copper down a little deeper. And then the other spot where he can climb up and get onto the roof or get across is right here, which once again, you know, I've got the electric fence, it goes up, and then I've got the grounding wire here, and then we got the live line, and it goes right up to there. Okay, so he's going to touch that wire. So that's the deal. It's set up so that he can't climb. Well, he can climb, but he'd have to actually climb the wall. Hang on here, I'm trying to get closer to me. He'd have to climb the wall, come around the roof, and then go up the roof and then jump across. And not many animals are that smart. I'm smart enough to figure out that those are the two ways around where the fence terminated on the building. Because I didn't want them, to simply just climb the wall and jump across. So, all right. Oh, the ducks are coming. So I got to get the garbage pail out, guys, because we got dark clouds coming. Unfortunately, but I'll leave the top off the garbage can, so we still have some decent sound. And I'll put the other camera on the eaves facing the swamp. Have I ever seen a fisher? Many fishers. But that one didn't have a really long tail like a normal fisher. Normally a fisher has like a really long tail. That had a really short tail. Look at them coming out. Do the circle around the house. It could be a pine marten. You never know. Until we shoot it and we can do an autopsy on what it is. Could be a mink too. Totally could be. But usually, when you have a dog, they stay away. But we got a lot of bait here, Here's look at that. This is the horde coming around the house. Oh, it's so funny. All going to the creek. Okay, well, this is really bizarre, guys. All of a sudden I got a bad internet connection and I'm standing right beside the tower. How could I have a bad internet connection? I got a very bad internet connection right now. How could that be? I'm like I'm not even 40 feet from the tower. I'm wondering if my phone, I'm gonna just check. I wonder if the phone changed connections. No, it didn't. I'm still on the right network. I'm thinking I gotta call tech support in Genius. I played with the settings last night while you guys were watching the stream because I thought that it was on the wrong channel. Because I remember changing the channel, but I didn't take notes. Because there's different channels you can take on the different spectrums. Yeah, I know. Oh, he's back. Look at it. There he is. Okay, let me get the cameras happening. And now that we can move, I can actually move the garbage pail camera right down beside the creek. Electric fence is turned off. It just all of a sudden went screwy. What's more important to me, loyal fans or more money? I don't know what kind of question that is. Fans are like, that's what drives the show. The fishers, they eat. Minks suck blood. Fishers kill and eat. Okay, I'm going to yeah, it was a dumb question. Or as someone else said, oh, someone said stupid question. Yeah, it is. It makes no sense. Anyways, I'm going to move the cameras, guys, and get in position. And I'm going to take my lounger, sit over in the garage. I'm going to relax and watch, because I still got duck chores to do, but I'm not going to do them right away. But I'm going to set the lounger up in the shade. Is Jasmine here so that they can click on her thing? You gotta sub to Jasmine. She needs 1,000 subs. There's no link below this because I just turned it on and she's not there in the links. She's in the one I did this morning. I actually manually put her into that description so people can find her. That would have been on this morning's stream. What was the title of that? That was a misspelled one. Holy mackerel. So if you go there, go to the holy mackerel video and sub to Jasmine. Oh, look who's out of the pen. Stripper and Magoo. No, the rain's on its way. We got a 60% chance of thunder showers. Look at this. I don't like when these two are out of the pen because they're the two ducks I expect to get picked off. Look at them. Can I describe the cartridge specifications? What cartridge? Cryptic comments that I'm supposed to figure out. Yeah, Magoo's gonna wander off. Look at him, eh? That Magoo, man. You're right, he has absolutely no clue where he's going. The duck is clueless. I don't like it because I found him out by the driveway one day and I was like, all by himself. You know, one day we're just not going to find him, eh? It's just going to be Magoo's gone. And then it's going to be like, yeah, he got taken out. He was on a fringe, you know, of the property, on the lawn or whatever, and something got him. But you know, for a duck that is absolutely clueless, you think about it, you know, man, he has had one hell of a great life. He's ran her his way, you know. It's been his show. And Stripper, she's totally clued in. It's just that she's gimped. But Magoo, man, I would love to know what's really wrong with that duck, like, because he does the weirdest things, like just walks around in circles and. Magoo. What a duck. I would suck if we lost him. It would. Okay, I gotta get things happening here, guys, because ducks are going down to the swamp now. I'm thinking I'm going to take. Okay, Doug just came out. Look at that. For Doug to come out of the garage, and he ran over and he looked at the swamp. That's not like Doug. Okay, I gotta get into gear here, guys. I'm gonna end this stream. I'm gonna start moving some cameras around, and I'm gonna grab a glass of water here. I'm really thirsty, and I'm going to sit down in the lounger and just stake out my yard. That's what I'm going to do, actually. I'll get the long barrel shotgun and just keep an eye out. I'm trying to find a good place to sit. I'm thinking something's gonna show up here. It'd be so nice if something would show up. I just end this thing so we can get back to normal, because I can't. It's so hard to work when you're constantly looking over your shoulders. It makes it a lot more difficult. Okay, I'm gonna move the one camera underneath the awning so I don't have to worry about it. And then I'm going to figure out about this garbage can camera and get things happening here, because the clouds are getting darker. So I'm going to say goodbye, but I'm not saying goodbye. Well, I'm going to end this stream. I'm still here.